Alright guys, welcome back to this episode of Anno Adventure video. The one Escanor is here. We've gone towards 9-star. So we should be a pretty decent level because if you look at his stats, they are pretty beefy. Already at 9-star, he's got 1.6 million attack, and you kind of compare that towards Berserk Mediolis, he's got 1.8 million, and he's literally, what, like 4 stars higher, essentially. Infinity Merlin, who is 2 stars higher, has just got like 170k above the Escanor, so it's safe to say Escanor probably will have likely the highest attack in the game. Maybe not next to the Transcendence characters, because they are just cracked, right? But maybe even next to Transcendence characters, who actually knows? But yeah, normally what we like to do is go through and read his kit, which, to be fair guys, you can see it yourself. The reason why I'm not going to read through it is because we kind of already done it twice in 2 videos now, but also I don't know how this skill works. It says it's single target, like you do single target damage, but you also do the AoE skill, so that's kind of confusing me. I think we have to test that out on AoE content. I haven't done that just yet, but the ultimate is very cool though. If you haven't seen the animations, this is what he looks like. I mean, unfortunately we're not going to get to see it because the game's about to end here. Now you can see a little bit. So that's like the super slash. That's the AoE punch a little bit. And then that's the ultimate right there. It's hard to see when all the effects are going on. So I just turn off the effects. You can see. So that punch is there. That's the 40% punch. And that's his super slash. His little normal skill. And then when we get in here, this is the ultimate. I mean, you're not going to see the ultimate like actual effects. But he steps forward, throws his axe backwards, and does the cruel sun, right? Damage-wise, I mean, granted, it's only 2 people on his normal stages. I mean, he's doing some pretty good damage, though. And yeah, this is him with the effects. So it's like he does single target, and then the punch afterwards is the delay, if I'm not mistaken, of what the actual effect is. Yeah, it's literally like death damage in Grand Cross, where like he does a punch, and then the delay afterwards, the impact comes, and that's the little AoE effect that lingers behind it. I assume that's what it would be. So yeah, the punch is single target, and the rocks are the AoE. Makes a bit more sense now that we can actually see the animation. Alright, so the first thing I want to test is just him in the Nightmare stages. I mean, granted, I've leveled up my account quite a lot since getting Escanor, we just done a bunch of summons. But one thing I want to test is how well we do against the actual Nightmare stage, because I've been stuck here. The Escanor just killed my whole team. Now, granted, I gotta say, I've leveled up my account by quite a lot. But let's just see if Escanor being added to my team makes a little bit of a difference. So we are using Ultimate first, after all the boys buff up. And then Escanor goes crazy, followed by Pitch Black and Jericho. He's doing more than Pitch Black. Okay, that's good. That's what we like to see. Okay, Pitch Black sneaking through. To be fair, sneaking through towards the end. To be fair, I guess the big difference is though, it's like a reverse a little bit. So the way Pitch Black really works is he does like more damage for like, or like max damage when he has like 5 debuffs on the characters, right? Where the character reversing right now is the Elite Spawn Crook. Right now there's no buffs on the target, so Escanor does do more damage the more buffs on the target, which I was hoping to find like the actual PvE Escanor, because the Escanor gets like 20 buffs. I don't know if it's per buff, because I know you can stack a buff 20 times. So I wonder if Escanor does more damage. Like, is it just for that one buff, or is it per, like, actual, like, individual buff? I don't know what it actually is. But what's the damage numbers there? Hey, that's good to see. That is good to see. Alright, so we're going to jump in some PvP. This is the ultimate order we're bringing here. But just quickly hide myself. You can see this is what we're doing. We're testing, obviously, Escanor up front. We want to see the maximum damage you can do. And we're also bringing Pitch Black melee because I want to see, normally we do these showcases, you can still tell if a character is pretty decent. But normally, Pitch Black melee kind of just steals all the damage. So if Escanor can compete with that, and maybe even do even more, then it's going to be very, very impressive. The big thing about Escanor is 2 things. Is one, his ultimate, as you can see right here, he cannot be reflected. So Elizabeth, and the reason why I think a lot of people are moving away from the actual Dark Mediolis or Pitch Black Mediolis is because his ultimate he just ends up dying, right? That's the bad thing. So Escanor's not going to fall in towards that trap, right? Also, it's what Escanor is the one passive. It damages the surrounding area that like around him that are in like 5 meters from the character, which I'm pretty sure counters this Elizabeth, this one right here. So what she does is your damage, you nullify 2 hits, but like the little aura that he bursts out of himself basically counts as a hit, so you will bypass that. So he's not only in a sense being a really good DPS, also in a sense being a good support, because you're removing all that shield to make your other DPS and yourself do more damage. And also, once again, it can't be reflected too, which is really good. And then also Elizabeth and a lot of characters in this game just buff up like crazy, so him just doing more damage per buff, which it's probably gonna do a lot of damage too. So let's jump in and see. I'm not entirely too sure what flinch does. Normally they like to say what flinch does. I'm pretty sure I have to go towards another character that flinches. But yeah, I'm not too sure who flinches. Alright, let's jump in. We'll try and find people near enough our rank, right? So this guy is fully maxed out team in a sense. Let's see if we do well against it. It's 200G more than my actual team, but maybe Escanor gonna pop off here. Let's see. First game ever using him. Maybe we went to a bit too high here. I mean, he's tanking. Some people are dying. Escanor's already doing the most damage. He died very quick there at the end, but you know what? He got most of the damage in, right? Pitch Black Mini not doing too much. I think the reason why, I think it might have got stolen by the Escanor. I think, yeah, I think he just robbed all the damage. Let me just replay it. I'm actually look at the game a little bit. Like, what actually happens here? So, they're all taking reflect damage. And he just died towards all, like, the Escanor punches. Because they're all lined up. It's hard to tell exactly if Escanor's burns. You can see they are going off a little bit. But you got to remember, the burns are based on remaining HP. Not current HP or max HP. So, the weaker they get, the worse the actual burns, like, damage it deals. It deals the most when they're 100%. Yeah, we probably don't even need Pit Family. Because, I mean, I guess the bigger thing, too, is, like, he's just not dying straight away. Granted, this guy doesn't have Elizabeth right now. At least the actual, okay, no. Okay, weird enough, Pitch Black did more damage there. I think what happened was, used a shield, and then the Escanor took up all that shield damage, and then Pitch Black Money followed up afterwards. Okay, Elizabeth's in again, so let's swap the ultimates around. Now, it depends on what ultimate order goes in first. It depends where they place it between my Gova, because Gova should be able to remove all of it. Let's see. I think he has most of the damage off. I mean, to be fair, that punch might just did all that damage. Basically. Yeah, it just depends who gets the auto first before Elizabeth. That punch did a lot, though, I think. I think that, like, actual lingering effect did most of that damage. Well, I think I'm finding it too... Okay, this is the reflect, so... Hang on. Escanor's damage did not get reflected there. You can see it, but the Pitch Black melee just got deleted because of all that reflect damage. Where Escanor does survive it. Yeah, so I think, and you're seeing there as well, instantly more damage. I think, unironically, he does way more when you have a God Elizabeth. Because the last few games now, he hasn't done that much damage because he doesn't have that increased damage. When you have all the buffs on. Alright, so like, right here, like, there's no God Elizabeth. No real crazy buffs going on right now. I'm a little bit scared for the Commandment team, actually, because the Commandment team all they care about is buffing up. So how is he going to go against a Commandment team? He's going to absolutely rinse it. Yeah, you can see right there. I mean, did he have that many buffs on? Not really. I guess he just got all the buffs, all the damage. Wait, hang on. What was his ultimate rotation? Oh, yeah, Elizabeth at the bottom. Yeah, that's why. Literally, Elizabeth's shield... Okay, I'm hiding, actually. You lot can't see it. Elizabeth's shield at the end of the ultimate rotation. She didn't get the ult off. Okay, 1T. Finding someone still far from us. We're only like 800. Are we 800? 750. He has got good Elizabeth, though. Has got the actual good melee, though, as well. Taking a bit of damage now, but got the ult off. We did a lot, but he died, though. That's the most I've seen. Yeah, you can see right now, Page Back melee... I'm getting shammed. Oh, wait, we're still winning here, actually. Oh, we're still winning. Oh, yo. Oh, your Commander's popping off. 100%, by the way. Well, 100%. We won that because of Escanor. Because literally, we bypassed all that reflect damage. So we're able to basically get some damage in and not instantly die. And that damage is unreal. Guys, it's not even like max awaken yet. Yeah, Pitch Black melee looks like it's fallen off. How do we look? He's done less damage than Elizabeth. He did less damage than Monspeed. I still think Pitch Black melee is like insane, especially towards like normal contents and outside of PvP. It's just, yeah, definitely in PvP right now. They counted him so hard, man, because he does so much AoE damage. He gets so much free damage as well that you just end up dying to the reflect. But hey, to be fair, normally when I do these showcases, Pitch Black melee always outshines the new character, and rightfully so. Pitch Black melee is still insane, but the fact that Escanor is doing more than expected with the Pitch Black melee on the team is crazy. Okay, no Elizabeth here. Did we do alright, though? You can see there Elizabeth did use a shield first. So, maybe Escanor still got damage in, though. Yeah, you're seeing, man. Like, when there isn't a God's Elizabeth, Pitch Black melee can do alright. But he still does right damage sometimes and can make Merlin and the other Escanor pop off, too. But, hey, he's consistently, though, the one who's doing the most damage. We have the new best character in the game. All right, 600G. I'm having so much fun here. This is sick. All right. No gods Elizabeth. I can see in the ultimate rotation, the Elizabeth is not going to use the shield in time. Yeah, literally all died to Escanor. Yo! I need to see that again. He just did the actual divine sword. Wait, can we go lower speed? Oh, we can. Okay, Escanor walks forward. You can barely see it. Okay, you know what? Let me turn. Let me turn the actual damage text off. Pretty sick that you can view replays. I don't really take too much advantage of this. But we've turned damage text off. Maybe the effects are too much a little bit. Yeah, the Merlin's tornadoes. Okay, so he's stepping forward now. And they've all been debuffed by Gopher as well. Oh, that's crazy. They already got dropped. Okay, let me remove the effects now. Alright, let's see. Okay, so we can actually see him step forward here. So boom, Elizabeth use our shield, and then we go with the defense to go for the debuffs. All just lined up right there and drop. Insane. The only person who survived it was literally Pitchback Melee because he had that immortality. Insane. And I guess we didn't notice it too, but Merlin pulled him in as well. I will say, slightly unfortunate that the actual Escanor's a blue character in a sense, because we already have some, like, a really good blue DPS. Yellow's a lack a little bit. I guess you only have King. Yeah, you only have King. I mean, you now have the actual Transcendence Melios, so it's a little bit better. But, like, we already know we can go far in the actual blue dungeon for Tower Trials. What's this debuff to you? But yeah, we use King, then use Escanor follow up afterwards, and boom, you can see you all got deleted there. 26 billion. Pitchback Melee is going to do absolutely nothing just because Escanor's going to steal all the damage. I'm a little bit behind right now, I can't lie, for Tower Trials. So we're probably able to max out now with especially the one. And how far we've leveled up our account with all the Grand Summon banners. So we might not spend too much time in... So I might not spend too much time here because we know we can kill everything, right? Alright, so King and Escanor pops off. I mean, he did like 5 bill, by the way, just doing his normal punches. That's pretty good. And then, yeah, all that damage. Alright, final thing we do here, we'll just test him out in, obviously, the gold EXP dungeon. Just to see the damage, see if he hits everyone here. It should be a pretty alright, but it could also be bad, though, because he, Actually, to be fair, can you miss? I don't think you can miss the... Let's see. How much damage you do here? I didn't do a lot, to be fair, because you got to remember the actual ultimate's in front of him. So I think he just set it off all to the left. So Pitchback Melee is still a bit of the king here because it's all around him. So you hit more actual like surface in a sense, right? Like I said, the only problem I have right now is if you don't know how these minions work. Not that's that deep, right? But they and he also have a 10% chance to gain flee, like in crazy movement speed upon being hit. So like, does that 2% remaining HP effect that he does around everyone, does that actually matter towards this boss? Does like that count? It might count. So like he might just be able to send them all running, and that can be a bad thing. How much damage again? I mean, better this time, but I think maybe placing him in... I mean, still pretty good to be fair. Him and like the difference between everyone else and just him and Berserk Melee is crazy. I think maybe put him in the middle might be a bit better. Because he's still on the edge right now. Yeah, put him here. And he pops off. And yeah, that's not much better. Still, Pitchback Melee is still doing more. Once again, he just gets everyone around him. But hey, now we've got like 2-3 characters, or just pretty much 2 characters that are still the MVPs for this. Alright guys, just going to wrap up today's video. Thank you for watching that bit towards the end. He's absolutely broken. You can see already in PP, he's absolutely menace. The fact that we're doing what we're doing at, what, like 9-star, and it's still like 3 to 4 more deeps level above him, goes to show he's definitely by far the best character in the game now, probably. No, I don't want to say probably, he definitely is. PvP can be by far the best character because he bypasses basically the whole meta. Even test him a little bit in towards like the actual, go dungeon farming even towards Tower Trials. Well, literally, it feels like we've gotten an upgrade towards Berserk Melee. Like, someone's actually rivaling his damage now. And once again, he's not on the same level. Normally, like, someone like Merlin, for example, can get there eventually when she gets towards, like, 12 to, like, even Super Awakening, to where, in some contexts, where she can build up a passive a lot more, she can then, you know, sometimes do better than Berserk Melee is. When now, no, you're seeing already this guy at 9 stars. Maybe even 8-star. He's already sometimes, a lot of times, doing better than the Berserk Melee is. But that's absolutely crazy. So, yeah. I mean, hey, look, who's surprised that one Escanor's the best character in the game? We'll try and make more content, some other stuff too, and build up some other teams that we can kind of showcase them in as well. Absolutely insane. I'm actually a little bit worried now what they're going to do for the Commandment team and also Assault Melee. How broken does Assault Melee need to be to make this guy look bad? I guess they don't need to like counter each other a little bit, but you got to imagine if we're building up that 10 Commandment team with Assault Melee and they're all about buffing up, this guy's going to absolutely rinse them. None of them have immortality. So, yeah, what's Assault Melee going to do? Are they going to follow Grand Cross in a sense where somebody comes out and he's still worse than the one Escanor? They might have to do that, man. And I get to say, somebody might have to be a tank character to survive all this damage that the actual guy's doing. And to be fair, you know with right now as well, the tank command team are all about rushing ultimates and just resetting their cooldowns. They might have to do that in order to get all their ults up before the one Escanor ults. Because once the one Escanor ults off, it's absolutely done. So guys, thank you for watching the video. We're back again tomorrow with some other videos. Probably do like a few double uploads, maybe a triple upload. We'll have to wait and see. But guys, thank you for watching, and yeah.